What's up, all you capitalistic nightmares? This is Erico Blueberry, an unassuming Destiny podcast. My name is Chillybin.
I guess I'm Meckii.
Yes,
Today I can be
for
Meckii.
the low price of free. Here's Meckii and Chillybin back with another one of these.
It'll only cost you psychic damage.
I played D&D last night. It's got me reminiscing already. We we slapboxed somebody into giving us information after we'd tied them up. That's a different story. Um,
It's my kink.
yeah, it was me. Me as the monk was the only character not to slap this person. But I was the looming threat. Just like, you don't want him to slap you. He might actually kill you.
He's got the power of God and anime on his side.
Literally, like I'm building. This is just D&D off the top. I'm basically building this character as Assassin's Creed.
Fuck yeah.
It's a way of shadow monk. So there's all the like, jumping around the battlefield, hitting things with my hands and darting around. I hope to one day acquire a hidden blade, but for now, we're going to talk about Destiny. Let's see. There was last week season story definitely done. This week there's no more. There is the weird seasonal challenge to be like, hey, go run this one version of Sever using Arc only. So that's fun to go back to, like, I think it was week four's Sever mission and do that with Thunder Crash. That was all right.
Yeah.
But
I should go through a Chaos Reach and just start blasting.
yeah. Well, I pulled out Trinity Ghoul again because you have to use like all Arc or Stasis or kinetic weapons. So yeah, I pulled out Trinity Ghoul again and was just like mowing everything down with that. Tried to use Wrist Runner, but no one was shooting me with arc damage, so it wasn't gonna work. But yeah, so not a lot of new stuff other than the second and final week of Iron Banner for the season is currently ongoing. You played a bit.
It's Rift Week, baby!
Yeah, the only change I've noticed is that if one team gets to 3-0,
There's
it
a mercy
mercies.
rule now, which is very nice. It makes them go
That is a
very quick.
fucking relief because most matches go to a 5-0 in my experience. So it's nice to save a bit of time either way.
It was good. I actually really enjoy Rift, especially when you're with people. I'd love to be able to get more or less a full fire team together one time and try and play Rift games one night. Just on a
Yeah.
Friday, just a bunch of us running Rift games with Bevs, just being degenerates.
Well, if we don't get it done this week, you're out of fucking luck.
Yeah,
Because that's
gotta
it.
wait till next season.
And then maybe it's not Rift.
Oh, yeah, true.
You go back to
It's one of those game
Control.
modes that could be fun with a group of people, like
Yeah.
Mayhem, where it could just be a fuck around.
I think
Which is what it was for us last night. We just hit a point where we were goofy in the brain, like it was
Yeah.
late at night, so we were just having a good time with it.
Yeah, and I think what you said I agree with. I like Rift as a game mode. What I think, at least from my experience, I am not enjoying it because of the way that the Iron Lord seal has incentivized people to play it wrong. Because the one that requires the most grinding is get objective points in Rift, which basically means run the spark, defend the spark runner, like do the things that you need to do to be part of the action, but there are things that matter to succeeding in Rift that don't count, right? Like I think revives get you a point, but like just general team play isn't accounted for. But also you have to get so many points to get that triumph that it is making a lot of people just play selfishly in a very, very team-based objective mode. Like kills don't matter, but so many people are just turning it into deathmatch, or the way that the spark spawns, it just becomes a ranged battle over that location. It's not, you're not really touching the spark half the time.
Yeah.
In my experience, caveat all of that. Yeah, I just think the incentives are not right for Rift to do well.
After playing it a few times, and both times it's popped up playing it, I would actually prefer to see it out of the Iron Banner rotation and into just a standard Crystal rotation.
Yeah, like they do with those rotating playlists for like momentum.
Mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would thrive in that kind of thing because at the end of the day, realistically, and it's going to sound weird, and I feel like people will disagree with me, especially PvP players. It feels more like Mayhem, where it's just kind of a little bit of like just a fun, like you're just goofing around, like unless you take it super seriously. But I know people who take Mayhem seriously, so it feels more like a game mode where you can just hang out with your homies in a group and just shoot the shit and just, which is what like Oddball and all of those kinds of game modes in Halo turn into anyway.
Yeah, I think the main difference though is like if you want to win a match of Rift, there are things that do matter no matter what, right? Because you've got longer respawn timers, trying to get a revive actually helps a lot.
Yeah,
because you also spawn at the other end of the fucking map and you have to run back in, and by then they might have got the spark really close to your rift. And if they do that, you spawn somewhere else, right? So revives actually matter a whole bunch, which means team play has a greater incentive placed upon it. And maybe it's because I'm sticking to freelance because I don't want to go in and get stomped by a 6-stack. But I'm just not seeing people pick that up and just do the basics of team play intuitively.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people like, I want to get Iron Lord, so I'm going to run the spark. And so they're just like nosediving into where the spark is and just getting murked every fucking time.
Yeah, there was a few instances where we were a 3-stack and we had singles in our team who were just not doing it.
Yeah.
And we were doing all the heavy lifting more or less. But yeah, I think it would, as a game mode itself, I think it would thrive more in the PvP rotation than it would as an Iron Banner game mode.
Yeah, and that's largely my point, is separated from the incentives of getting the Iron Lord title and the challenges involved in getting that.
It's a lot of fun.
If that wasn't there, it'd be great. I actually really like what Rift is. It is a very focused objective mode, as opposed to like Control, where you can just focus on getting kills and you'll still do pretty well. You only win Rift by running the objective.
Yeah, right? You really only win it by running as a team.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm kind of hoping for the same thing, that they go, yeah, Rift is cool, people seem to like it, but it doesn't belong in Iron Banner. And I think they spoke about next season bringing back Control. I don't know if they're going to do a mix. I kind of hope we just go back to Control, because I much prefer the hunt mechanic as a way to like break a team's domination by capturing all the points. Because that's the thing I dislike about Controls, when you get one team that just holds all three for fucking the entire match and you can't get a word in. The hunter's like, yeah, cool, it's gonna suck for like this 10 seconds or whatever when they're on the hunt, but then it's clean slate, go again. It gives you that chance to like regroup, go and pick up a zone or two, get some points on the board. But yeah,
it's a fun game mode. It's just in the wrong place.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, they employ people literally to look at game systems and incentive systems. So I'm willing to put money on the fact that they are already having some of these conversations themselves. I actively avoid PvP, Destiny, Twitter, etc., because it is mostly full of people running their fucking mouth about how to build video games and just being wildly, wildly wrong about a lot of things. So yeah, but Bungie also will listen to feedback, for better or worse sometimes. You know, it hurts them the way that some of these people talk to them, but they're out there gathering that feedback like a fucking depressed farmer.
Just the saddest little squirrel.
Yeah, I think the one part I will, come out here and say I massively disagree with is people saying like, oh, they don't talk about PvP, so it means they don't care. No, I think what it means is that so many fucking little shitty piss babies have yelled at them about PvP that they don't want to say anything anymore.
Yeah.
Like
they're just gonna
it's not in their interest.
dump it in the twab in the hot
Yeah.
fixes and be like, bye.
Yeah, they'll be like, here's what's coming for Iron Banner next season. Fuck off.
See you then. Bye.
Mm.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So yeah.
I mean, if you think the Instagram comments are infinitely worse than Twitter. It's so wild. People wild the fuck out on Instagram,
Dude, okay.
just in general.
Let's start a trend. Let's go and do this on LinkedIn. Let's go and like create a community of professionals that play Destiny, and we'll have all the conversations in there that need to be had.
Professional, healthy criticism.
Hi,
really
I have a full-time
thought-out-
job. Can I please join this group? Yes, you're in.
Really thought out talking points.
Yeah. And then watches all the like weird LinkedIn mannerisms creep in of people like making up these massive stories to try and sell something.
The everyone on the bus stood up and clapped fucking
Exactly.
level of this didn't happen.
Look at how good I am. Look at how virtuous I am as a person because I helped a blueberry through a strike, but it's this greater metaphor for humanity's struggle in the cosmos. Suck off. I mixed up fuck off and suck my dick, and it came out as suck off. And that's a weird exclamation. I have a strange energy today because I have had like 5 hours sleep and 2 cups of coffee.
I'm running on. Usually we meet each other's energy, but like today I'm like, I got up at 7 a.m., did a bunch of housework, have no milk, so therefore no coffee.
I have no milk, but I must scream.
No milk. I must cry. Espressos don't exactly make great Americanos, so I've just gone without.
Yes. Look, long story short, I don't much care for IB this season, so I'm just not playing it. And aside from this momentary outburst, I'm not talking about it that much either. Like, I'm just going to go do other things. It's not a
big deal, man.
Yeah, like this, you know how small PvP is compared to the rest of Destiny? There are so many other things I'm trying to get done.
I also have like the whole Kris Jenner attitude of like, people are dying, Kim. Like it's like...
I need to gild my dredgen, Kim. Please, bigger struggles. I have to go to the pub at 5:30 tonight. Damn,
I'm under-leveled, Kim. There are bigger things in the world.
I am at 1569 and 7/8. I need one more pinnacle slot, and it's my arms. Do you know how hard that is to get?
Some people don't drop powerful feet, Kim. I just have that attitude where I'm like, bro, of everything going on in the world right now, you're on the internet screaming about not being able to shoot a fake person in a game.
Oh, why is this the thing? Why is this the hill you want to die on, you salty little nerd?
They nerfed a gun and now you're bad at Crucible. Maybe you were never good at Crucible. Maybe you just lent on that gun.
Maybe that was a crutch. Maybe you should develop as a player. Oops.
Coming from the bitch who never removes gnawing hunger.
Or xenophage. Until I told you to.
Hey, I've been using machine guns this season.
I know. But there was a bit there where you didn't.
I've been using everything but grenade launchers because I just cannot for the life of me get them.
See, I was the same, and then there was a season of the grenade launcher where we had Breach and Clear, and everyone went and got Anarchy because it was Season of Arrival, so all the raids were going away at the end of it, so we just kept doing them. That season taught me how to use grenade launchers because it was really fucking worthwhile to use grenade launchers because of how much damage they did that season.
The boss fight in Val forced me to learn how to use fusion rifles.
Yeah, true.
No, I kind of use them. Yeah. I use the Trials one.
Oh, the linear fusion or the just regular fusion? They have it. Yeah, they have a regular fusion. I just don't know if they have a linear.
I've been using that a lot more than normal, just because I can just be like,
yeah, like
bye.
I think I've talked about it on the show. I crafted a likely suspect, the like Throne World fusion rifle, and gave it enhanced successful warm-up, which is basically if you get a kill, it recharges so much faster, so you can just like chain them together really quick. And then I think I put perpetual motion on it as the other perk, so if I keep moving, a bunch of perks are better again. So it's just like, as long as I can get that first kill with it, it's like zap, 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 zap. I'm like a can of Mortine.
The boys know, even if I'm not anywhere near them and we're doing like strikes or anything together, if you'll hear me go, you know I've got some sort of fusion rifle because of my ADHD propensity to make my own sound effects.
I don't know what HD is, but I've got 80 of them.
80 of them. I don't know what HD is, but my doctor says I have 80 of them.
Bye. Fuck, what are we talking about? Iron Banner being kind of mid. We'll see next season. I actually, you know what I need to do is play Team Scorch this week, because I missed it the first time round, and there's a seasonal challenge for getting kills in Team Scorch.
Oh, grotesque. I need to do that too. Yeah. Let's team up later and get angry.
I need to get a bunch of pinnacles out of Crucible, so I'm going to get the big cannon.
Well, I need to go do my groceries today, so I'll pick up some bevs.
No, see, I told you, I'm going to the pub tonight. That wasn't a bit. I'm actually going to the pub tonight.
It's always tomorrow.
Yes, there is. I got Monday off because I don't start my new job until Tuesday. So I'll be around.
I work from home, so I can stay up late drinking. Because all I need to do is crawl from my bed into the next room over and just...
Monday lunchtime beers. I don't know why I air quoted that because that's literally what I want to do. Fuck. Okay. I feel like that's Iron Banner talk, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because there's nothing to talk about in the season, so we're at that point where we're kind of finding stuff to do. We're doing housework. It's cleaning up. Yeah. It's tidying up the house after the party at this point.
Yeah. Like I've lifted the rug, remembered I'm almost done gilding, dredging, and gone, oh shit, I should actually play a bunch more Gambit. But also I'm this close to getting like pinnacle power level, so I should kind of do a couple of things here, just bouncing around the solar system.
For me, I think about it as if like you're cleaning up after a party or a house party or a get together, and as you're cleaning, you're like, oh, I should probably sweep under the vacuum under here.
Yeah.
Or like you've moved to the couch to find beer cans or bottle caps, and you're like, shit, I haven't vacuumed under the couch in a while. You're like finding things.
The first 20% of every bit of cleaning you need to do, not finishing any one of them.
Yeah, that's my end of season. Is just like, I need to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, but I accidentally picked up this bounty that says I should do this. Or I'm in the middle.
Now I'm running shotguns in the Crucible. Who am I?
I'm in the middle of doing Gambit bounties, trying to catch up on all of that. But I've just dropped a catalyst that says I can do this. So
I've dropped this red border weapon that I want to clear.
ADHD brain's just like, time to go do the thing. Yeah. I'm like, okay, bye. Yeah. Off I go to the moon.
The one good side to playing the game that way is you can't, like, you put the game down, you come back to it maybe the next day, and there's like 12 things that are this close to completion, and you can just tick them all off at once. It's pretty satisfying. But the other part is definitely not.
Yeah. I mean, both aspects piss you guys off because like I'll get distracted midway through doing something. Or you'll be like, Meckii, what do you need to do? And I'm like, this. I'm almost done on this. I'm 90% done on this.
That's the difference. That's the thing that annoys me. It's not what you've got unfinished. It's that you don't know what it is. I at least have a pretty good understanding of like all the things I've got in motion that I still need to finish.
Yeah.
Half the time we're like, hey, Meckii, bring up your quest log. Just pick the first thing. What is it? Oh, Shadowkeep campaign?
Just get me to screen share.
Yeah. Oh, God. I can't look at that anymore. Please don't stream Destiny menus. Just hide your game when you're in the menus. I can't look at it.
Go to my just chatting screen while I'm looking at shit. Yeah, it tilts a lot of people who come in who are like, oh, this girl's playing Destiny, and then they look at my shit and they're like, ew.
Yeah, whatever button you press to open your menu, you need to hotkey that to your stream to kill your video feed.
Or I just overlay someone else's more professional looking. Like, this is me.
Yeah. It's just all titles. Just bring that image back.
Oh, man, I miss my titles. I have two now that I kept because they're good roles. I have a good PvP role and a good PvE role now.
Do you use them?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much anytime Banch is like, hey, do submachine gun shit, I'm like, okay. Or if we're going into like, What is the strikey thing that's on the throne world in the Dark City?
What, preservation?
I think so, yeah.
The mission.
Well, there's a strike as well, right?
There's Birthplace of the Vile.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Where you've got to go in the circles. There's the orange
that's a
circles.
lost sector, right?
No,
Wait,
loaded into it.
Orange circles? Public event.
No.
Throne world. Orange circles.
It might be Birthplace. Let's have a look. There's one there that it's full of scabs.
Yeah, Birthplace of the Vile. Because you get the weight of darkness and you have to clear it through the gates and yes.
Because that's so close quarters and a lot of it is screebs. It's like submachine guns do come.
Interesting. I go for ranged because I don't want to make them blow up next to me.
No, I have both. Like I balanced.
Okay.
Because I'm the warlock, I can jump up into the air and just shoot down and get rid of them and be pretty
not in that
okay.
part of the mission. You can't. You can jump once. You cannot double jump.
Yeah, it's far enough away. And if someone else gets blown up, it's not me.
Yeah, fair cop.
Unless one of you boys are specifically like, I'm gonna go flawless. I'm like, I'm staying the fuck away from you then because I'm bad luck.
I'm gonna grief you. Okay. What else am I trying to get done? Seasonal challenges, dredging, the huge. We could just talk about Solstice. Pretty excited about Solstice.
Yeah, actually, it feels like it's been forever since a public event, not a community event.
Yeah, it's been about 3 months.
Yeah, but it feels longer than that.
Know. Well, maybe not that. Anyway,
I feel like Halloween was the last one.
No, the one in season 1, whatever that was. No, that was like December. Fuck.
And then there's Guardian
Games. That's what it was.
Yeah, but like Guardian Games was like, that just turned into a meme for me where I was just like, I'm only playing this to piss off my entire server.
Yeah. You made it fun for you. Other people tried to get medals.
On my quest, someone would check in every time he saw me online. He'd be like, how many titles? And I'd be like, 99. He's like,
Jesus. I was asking every time I saw you.
But someone he was just like, Jesus fucking Christ, every single time I told him.
I wish I'd kept count of how many I dismantled to see if it was like in check or if you were going above and beyond.
I just loved when we'd be playing together and you guys would drop 4 titles in a row and you'd be like, fucking 4 titles in a row. And I'm like, yee, I've got 5 titles.
I would hope somewhere inside Bungie, somebody has pulled the number of how many titles were dropped. How many in the world did everybody earn, regardless of dismantled or not? I hope they have that number.
There was a point where I had a little bit of extra cash and I was seriously looking at the content creator on Twitter who does all the commissioned guns.
Oh, meta guns?
Yeah.
Dudes
and I was gonna
Russia, I think.
I was gonna approach them and be like, the title though.
Yeah, no, that'd cost
Can you make me a title?
Yeah.
And then just put it in my background somewhere and wait for someone to notice.
It'd be like, is that just a generic SMG?
Title. Of all the guns that I adore, I get just a title on my wall.
You need to get a title, put a sticker of Keitel on it. And
Title's title.
Keitel's title.
And then a little like clear PVC stick.
Mm-hmm.
And then a transparent piece of paper that in purple says Dredgen. So it's Keitel's title with a title.
Oh, interesting. I can't think of anything else that rhymes. Okay, so Solstice. July 19th, US time, so next reset.
A Wednesday for Australia, the 20th.
You know, the huge. Seems like you've actually read this part of the TWAB. I have not.
Yeah, because
explain to me how Solstice is working this time, because it's different.
You and anyone who listens and watches this knows I'm a slut for community events. That's my favorite part of Destiny is these stupid things that they do like this.
Yeah.
July 19th US, so July 20th for Oceania, pretty much. New tower decorations.
They're putting
I'm
grass in the
wondering.
tower so you can touch the grass inside the game.
Well, it's like it's summer solstice, so I'm wondering if they're going to go with like midsummer energy
Yeah.
because midsummer is pretty much the summer solstice. So I'm
Yes.
I'm not
Could be.
thinking like maypole, but I'm thinking maybe flowers, fucking nature themed.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Okay. White dress, flower crown.
Screaming. Um, there's a bear. So basically, what they're doing at the moment, I had to do a quick read through it because I had to start work. I'm sitting at my work setup at
Mm-hmm.
home reading the tab, just like, oh shit, time to work. So they're introducing something called an event card, which
An event what?
card.
Oh, right.
I choked on my spit. So event card. Organize objectives and help guide players on what they can do during the event.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's going to be like a to-do list, essentially.
Or, well, I mean, we get cards with like trials contender cards, and
Yeah,
do we
and it's
have
going
do we
it's
have
going
them
to
for
appear
Guardian
in your.
games?
I think so. Yes, contender cards, premium, platinum cards, and
Yeah, but
stuff.
it's
Yeah,
not like you've got an event card that stays there. You had to go and get one
yeah.
every time.
So they explained it as
You're
my
right.
mom's here. I can hear my mom talking to my dog. Weird. She just let herself into my house. Okay.
Hello.
Just distant Russian. I'm like, what the? They're losing. They're coming for me. They've come to reclaim me.
Time to go home.
The KGB have found me. So the event card consists of event challenges, event seals, titles, and upgraded event card rewards. You'll be
Titles.
up. Oh yes. I wonder what gun I'll obsess over this time. The event card will apparently appear in your quest log, so you'll be able to go in and check it like a quest.
Okay.
And then I assume if you're tracking it, it'll come up in your tracker with info.
I wonder if it'll have multiple things within it that you can track, like multiple objectives.
Maybe.
Because like if you go to the quest log now and you like on a PC right click one of them, it'll take you into a sub screen. But right now, basically every quest in the game doesn't show you anything additional. But there's a lot of room there that they can work with.
Good. That might be it. That might be the way they introduce it. We'll find out. So you can pay real money, so 1,000 silver to upgrade the card.
Okay.
Which is like what, $20 Australian?
Maybe?
Is
Is
that?
there a way to do that without silver?
I don't know. I'd have to have a look. But basically, it's a claimable reward bundle, basically instantly.
Cosmetics, I guess.
Yeah. And the ability to spend event tickets. So it sounds like, from what I read very quickly, it sounds like what they're doing is a ticketing system, like you're winning tickets at a carnival. So, maybe it'll be carnival themed.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And like spoilers if you get to this, one of the emotes that they previewed was a hot dog eating competition emote or glizzy guzzling.
Yes.
That's a very carnival
So maybe
associated
we
activity.
figured it out. Maybe it's going to be fair, like a fair themed.
What if it was a cross between
Like county fair?
American County Fair and Midsummer? What if somehow they
And
cross
Becca.
those streams?
The Easter shows. So it sounds super fun. They put a hat on a ghost again, which is one of our
That hat looks like a towel.
Our shared interests. Something we bonded over is hats on ghosts.
Hats on ghosts. I love my little Indiana Jones boy. I love my Clambit. My current favorite one that I think I got for Bright Dust this week is the one that looks like it's at the front of a truck and it's got a trucker hat on it. It's very good.
So they were talking about tickets that you can use to get rewards and stuff. So I assume it'd be the same as whatever Ava gives out, because I assume Ava's going to be back.
Are they putting Time Zone in Destiny 2?
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. DDR machine. There better be a DDR remote. Oh, that'd be fun.
A multiplayer remote. It's 2 players.
With the way they talked about it and some of the stuff they showed, I'm getting like county fair energy a little bit. But also at the same time, I'd love to see like a midsummer themed event.
Did they talk about like the activity that we'll be doing? Because previously it's been the European aerial zone, and it hasn't changed for a while. I can't because I know they've spoken about what changes they want to make to the activity before, but I
They're
can't remember.
revamping the Solstice EAZ activity with a
Okay.
brand new armor upgrading experience
Okay.
with an event card, which is a new way to engage in events.
Cool.
So they haven't really said how.
Look, I'm happy that they're making changes to it because they haven't for at least the last two, and it's kind of boring.
Yeah, and then this one's got an entire, and they spoke to CJ Payne, which is one of the design leads. He explained that they've got a armor upgrade system that's happening for Solstice.
Well, I mean, they always have where you like earn your way up to the armor having glow applied to it.
Yeah. So some of the goals is to make us focus on actively upgrading armor the entire event through new player actions, provide agency and choice in how you upgrade your armor.
Yeah, that's different. Because
Yeah.
previously, like, one of the
give
armor
players-
pieces would be, like, complete a nightfall, and that ticks the box, right?
Give players a chance to chase armor rolls for a duration of the event. And they said reasonably chase. So they're looking at making things achievable in the, 2 weeks that the event is there? 3
They're
weeks.
usually 3.
Tie together acquiring and upgrading armor with the theme of Solstice. Lower the barrier of entry for new players who haven't engaged with armor stats.
Okay.
So it's your chance to... He basically said, if you've ever wanted to chase down specific armor rolls, Solstice is your time to shine. 1 in 100 resilience build? You got it. Need new armor set for Nightfall's Crucible or Gamble? We've got you covered. Gambit, we've got you covered.
Ding dong.
Gambling. And with little luck, maybe you'll get the god roll you've been waiting for.
Yes. Speaking of god rolls, very quick PSA, if you haven't already, go see Zur this week. The motherfucker has a Crown of Tempest with 70 stat roll.
Yeah.
Unheard of.
And it's all in Resi.
Yeah, 30 resilience on it, right?
Yeah, Resi.
Just 70 as a base stat number is dumb.
Okay, shit mobility, but you can pump mods into it. And if you're a warlock,
if you're starting with 70,
exactly
it's okay. Anyway, Solstice.
So the upgrading currencies will be things like silver leaves, which you get by completing activities through the game. Silver ash, which is you transfer leaves into ash.
You light them on fire, is what you're saying.
Bonfire. So it's going to be carnival bonfire themed.
Yeah.
Spend silver ash to reroll armor stats from the armor mod screen.
Okay.
And then you'll get... actually... Yeah, there's some bonfire stuff that happens at Midsommar events too. Okay, never mind. So it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Kindling. Earn kindling by completing Solstice event challenges. Spend it to upgrade your armor stat roll. And you only need to do it once per armor slot.
Okay.
Complete event challenges to earn kindling. Use kindling to permanently upgrade your Solstice armor stat roll potential.
I love 3-layered currency systems.
Yeah, so it sounds like... Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a bonfire there and you'll put your... That's how you'll convert all of your leaves to ash and kindling.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. I want to see what kind of theme they go with, and I want to see what the upgrades to the EAZ are, but it looks like you can earn leaves and you can earn leaves and ash through doing other activities as well. It's not just strictly EAZ, whereas I think the kindling is specific to EAZ.
They've put out images of the armor sets, right?
Yeah, they're very shiny.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's Solstice
Usual Solstice shit where it's all sun themed or solar themed rather than celestial or winter themed.
Yes, very true.
Hunter gets a big weird horn. Titan gets funny little wings on his head.
Ooh. All right.
So the glow this season has a very kind of like transparent, it's like wings almost.
Okay.
Or hair, I guess, in a way. Because it looks like the warlock gets a sick mohawk.
All right.
Like a pompadour almost.
Ooh.
Like quail, like top knot, like quail, a cockatiel. That's what it reminds me of. It's like a cockatiel quill.
Like it's big at the front, but it's definitely a mohawk.
It's like it goes up and back like that.
Oh, weird.
Like a cockatiel. And then the Titan has just straight up two wings on its head, and then for some reason the hunters are given another rhino horn for no reason.
They're horny. We get it.
Yeah. Edgy little horny boys. The e-boys of the Destiny community.
Yeah.
Yes. So the glow is very nice. It's very subtle in the promo pictures they have anyway, but with photo finish being a shader, I can see a lot of Destiny members breaking that aesthetic.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm the green man.
Amaranth atrocity.
Spider-Man.
Time to be all pink.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
I love that video.
Fucking that Instagram account that posts that video every day.
Me as well.
Well, yeah, not every. You don't repost it every day, but that
I
account
just like
does.
the edited ones because I subtly edit them sometimes.
Yeah.
It's called Godspeed Spider-Man Every Day is the Instagram.
Or the Miles Morales prog rock crossover Godspeed You Black Spider-Man. That was a long walk for a very specific joke.
Yeah, very niche crossover of people got excited by that.
I might be the only one. I don't even listen to Godspeed that much.
But also, they updated us on the Foundation. So Bungie Foundation event.
Yes.
So through the Giving Festival, they've raised 811k USD.
For a second there, I thought about putting some of this water in my mouth just to do a spit take. That's a lot of money.
That's almost $1 million, and their goal is $1 million.
Good job, Bungo.
Yeah.
Et al.
So that is.
Oh,
really
I saw something
They've
on
been
Twitter.
doing it through donor and fundraiser and featured streams too, which is amazing.
Nice,
which means
yeah.
community is engaging with community to do this.
So I saw this tweet earlier today, and I forgot to put it in the notes. But one of the things that the Bungie Foundation have put money towards is research into visualizing black hair, specifically the 4C type, like tight curls, so that other game developers can make that look
real,
how it's supposed to in games, right? So actively putting money towards representation of minorities in video games. It's not just, well, I say just, it's not just raising money, giving it to a medical research foundation. It's also things that are applicable to them and their work as a game studio, but also doing it in a way that benefits the industry. So cool.
Yeah, and I've seen discussion around as well too. They're working on that, but then they're also considering things like how do we representation, like how do we honor and represent people with physical disabilities in games now too, amputees, paraplegics, people with physical disabilities. He's like working on just being able to put yourself in a game and represent yourself in a game. I mean, I think the curly hair, people don't know, but I actually have curly hair. The curly hair, obviously not 4C, but the curly hair thing is a big thing because no one can get it right. So I can imagine how just fucking annoying it would be to be a person of color or a person with 4C or 3C, any C-class curly hair, because that's that tight frizzy curl. How annoying it would be to just try and find hair that looks remotely like yours.
Yeah.
The Sims can't even do it.
Yeah, you cut your losses and just buzz cut it and be like, fuck it, dystopia.
Yeah.
On The Sims, I saw this really weird tweet earlier about a patch they're putting out about like, you can specify what gender your sim prefers to romance, with the implication being that before that, there was no restriction, which means every sim up till now has been inherently pansexual.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird game.
The future, all of us are going to be homogeneously
everyone is horny for
and
everyone by default.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bungie Foundation.
You either want to fuck everyone or no one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're still doing all of the so if you do $100 USD, you get the 5 heart themed. So I think it's all the previous Bungie Foundation.
Which they usually don't make historical fundraising emblems available again. That's the point, right? Is like they're limited. give us money. But this time it's like they were limited. They will continue to be limited.
$100 for like 5 emblems is not too bad.
Yeah.
And then you've got your $50 one, which is just the standard blue Bungie logo with the kind of like microchip chipboard kind of CPU.
Yeah.
Motherboard, that's it. Pattern behind it. There's one with a star, and that's for $2,500 plus lifetime milestone, and that's for fundraisers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like that's not just you donating $2,500 because that'd be nuts.
Yeah, and people who are fundraising and achieve 5K plus will get the Function of Grace, which is a really cool like green and gold pixel heart. The Loyal Companion emote as well. 165,000 Guardians have gotten that Loyal Companion emote. And then they mention Christian, the Make-A-Wish kid again, which is very sweet. And then there's also a plush in the store to help raise money for...
Which they said that they have sold through their stock of and need to order more manufactured.
Yeah. He's very cute.
Yeah. Thing is, they dropped that emote in the game store, I think, 2 weeks before they put out any of the story about it.
People were just like, oh my god, super cute doggo emote. Yeah. And then when they drop the story, they're like, sad.
My feelings. Yeah.
My feelings. But it also motivated a lot of people who probably wouldn't have bought it previously because they're not into the doggo meme. And then they're like, well, let's go support this cause.
My favorite thing is it's one of those, I don't know what else to call it except like perpetual emotes where like it just stays there until you do something in the game. It's not like those ones where it just plays an animation and then you're done. It's like it just loops. And you just stand there with your dog as long as you want. And that is really nice. I like those. And
some of the community pictures that are coming out of people posting them and their dog in like really beautiful Bungie locations too. I'm like, oh, my heart. And then it's just hotfix information.
Who cares?
Technical stuff. We're not here for it.
Yeah, but it's like 4 patch notes and then a link to more of them, which I haven't looked at.
Yeah. Other than that, they're fixing the Solstice stasis glow because it's showing up as purple, not blue.
Okay.
Cool.
Who's running stasis? Not me.
Who's complaining about that?
Stasis mains. That's got to be a thing, right?
Stasis hunters.
Yeah, there are still a lot of them, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything for the TWAB.
Yeah.
Just a lot of community stuff.
Yeah. I mean, with Solstice next week, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
End of season, Solstice coming out. I'm excited. Time to obsess over a single gun for 3 weeks or a single piece of armor just to piss certain people off. That's what I do.
The gun might be easier. I feel like you're going to get more of those.
Yeah, depends if they didn't mention special guns for the event, so I guess we'll find out.
No, that's right. The title was like a new event-specific gun, and they boosted drop rates for it. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay.
Why it became a meme in my head because I was just like, everyone's complaining about getting titles, and I was like, how can I subvert this to annoy a bunch of people?
Yeah, okay. See what you get the most of after one day.
And then that'll be the gun.
Hyperfixate.
I'm going to jump on Twitter after day 1 and see what gun people are complaining about continuously dropping.
Yes.
And then make that my personality for 3 weeks.
The edge transit philosophy.
Yeah. My goal in life is to piss off as many people at once with the least amount of effort.
Yeah, and isn't that just the most human thing?
So far, existing is doing it well.
Yeah.
Just being in the vicinity.
Just being around, doing stuff. Okay, IB, Solstice, done. TWAB, done. I think that's us done.
That's pretty much us done. There was not a super duper amount to talk about this week, which is not this season. We'll be able to scream about Solstice next episode.
Yeah, this week I'm trying to finish Yakuza 6 so that I can go play Yakuza Like a Dragon, the new one, where they switched to turn-based combat because, of course, they did.
Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been
And
dicking around with Game Pass shit.
camping and barbecue simulator with the homies.
Is that just watching a movie via Discord?
No, it's great. You guys can go like put that tents up together. You can
Wait,
barbecue
this is an
together.
actual game?
Yes, and there's mini games in it where you have to like keep the flies away from the food.
Okay.
And there's things you can do around each level. Like there's a goal post with a soccer ball, so you can go fuck around and do that.
Hang on, is this just the farm from Destiny 2 before they got rid of it?
Kinda.
Yeah.
The games are like it's $8 for barbecue simulator and camping simulator.
Oh, they're
And
separate games. Okay, I thought they were the same thing. I was like, that's all right.
they're bundled or you
Okay.
buy them separately.
Okay.
And they're just a little indie like fuck around project game that someone made. But like I was playing it with a friend the other day and I was sitting in the fetal position in my chair, scream laughing. You know that scream laugh I do like Jenna Marbles?
Yeah.
Scream laughing and crying because it's just so fucking stupid. And I keep saying to you boys in here, I'm like, hey, come play Camping Simulator because it's so stupid.
I want to do the real white man thing and like turn up with a 6-person tent, but it's just for me.
Yeah.
And then complain about how annoying it is to set that up by myself.
Oversized BCF
That's the one. That's the one.
Hell yeah.
And then blowing up an air mattress with my mouth because I forgot the pump. Yeah.
It's like an hour, that's all we can hear.
Or the whine. You know how some of them come with the electric motor in it to pump it up, but it still takes fucking ages?
Yeah.
It's just like that whine of that pump running for like 2 hours.
No, I do
my white noise.
My ex had a ute. So we just bought one of those like ute top
like a
tents.
canopy, yeah.
Pop them up over the ute. And then like we would just put our mattress in it.
Yeah.
But like because of his job working with glass, he used to be able to get like these big sheets of thick plastic.
Oh, right.
So we would just wrap the mattress up in plastic and then just throw like a bed sheet over the top of it. And then that way, if it rained or anything happened, we didn't have to deal with the mattress being wet.
Yeah.
But I also hate camping. So I made it as lazy and streamlined and not like camping as possible.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, camping is objectively shit. Unless you do very specific things to make it suck less.
Yeah.
We built houses. Don't sleep outdoors.
We have cabins.
We've progressed past the need for tents.
We have resorts, my guy.
We invented Airbnb. No, fuck Airbnb. Anyway, this has been Camping Simulator with your friends.
Era Code Camping.
Era Camp Blueberry. Era Camp sounds like something bad. I don't...
Era Camp Blueberry sounds like something the people that made The Quarry.
Yeah.
The next game by The Quarry.
Anyway, this has been Era Camp Blueberry. Go and play Destiny with your friends next week. It's Solstice time. It's time to light fires, apparently. Maybe this is where the camping thing comes full circle. And we have a camping emote where I set up a tent and I hide inside it because the world is scary.
The arsonist emote.
I mean, there is that. There's one where you throw a lighter over your shoulder and an explosion happens.
No, it's me crouched over in Dad's garage with a lighter I shouldn't have at 6 years old.
Cutting the gas line with a pair of pliers. Fuck. Okay, we need to leave.
You need less coffee and I need more coffee.
No, I need more coffee. I'm going to like power out of this somehow. I'm going to come full circle.
Bottom out on your coffee high.
Something like that. I'm going to hit a ceiling, bounce back down, and then just kind of vibrate my way to the pub in 5 hours. Can you tell I'm counting down? Anyway, we'll see you next week on Erico Blueberry. Bye.
Good pub feed.
Could do with a pub feed, actually.